We're back again for more updates on Fast and Furious track work completion. A couple days later than I expected, but it happened. Lost Continent has been, well, Poseidon's Fury has been almost completely demolished. And, of course, we have Halloween Horror Nights updates. We are just under a month away, about 25 days away from the event start, and props are everywhere, food booths are everywhere, and apparently the medallion may be up in the arch. So, let's just jump right into this. So we're starting off here on the Lost Continent today, where you can see, because of the Poseidon's Fury demolition, see straight through to the sound stages at studios. We checked up, I didn't post the video, but I was here on July 28th when we were 1 month away from Horror Nights, dead on, and Poseidon's Fury had been partially demolished to where you could see through the arches straight to studios. Well, there's no arches left. In fact, there's nothing left. Poseidon's Fury is completely gone. We touched last time on the fact that the totem pole and snack stand, as well as all the trees, are now gone from this side, which we'll get a better look at when we head up here. But yeah, that portion of building is all that's left of Poseidon's Fury. That's it. I mean, that's insane, dude. Progress. I will say, I always say theme parks aren't museums. We need change. It just sucks that we're getting rid of an amazing original land for another IP. But yeah, I mean, if we go back here, we can see straight into the building, and everything is gone. See straight back to all the studios, facades. I think that's actually Mummy's Ride building over there, maybe. You can see, I think that's Fast and Furious's, where is it? Right there. I think that's Fast and Furious's maintenance bay. But yeah, I mean, that's it. Right here. This one section of building is all that we have left of Poseidon's Fury. And that could be gone within like a week, probably. So yeah, they're moving fast. So we're walking up into Sinbad's Bazaar. Fire Eaters is still here. The bridge and the How to Train Your Dragon shop are all still here and open. I don't know how long they're going to be open for, but they are still open. Yeah, it's going to look so weird once this is completely walled up in Wall City over here. Hagrid's is only an 80. It's probably where it'll stay for most of the rest of the day. Bathrooms are still open for now. And yeah, this is still leveled, nothing really to see here. I have a feeling these work walls will be pushed out once they begin demo on this side. And then yeah, we're heading into Potter now, but there's not really anything in there to report on because castle work is done and they haven't really done any other refurb projects since. Alright, we're coming up here in the entrance of studios where we can see work has been done to at least prepare to repaint the arch. Which apparently, I thought I saw a picture of the medallion being up, but I guess not, apparently. I don't know what I was looking at then, but yeah, no medallion here. I think that it was a choice to wait until now to repaint the arch with Halloween Horror Nights coming up. I feel like they probably should have done it earlier because, you know, we run the risk of not being done in time to get the medallion on, but we'll see. I don't know, they might put it on in the middle of the paint job. But they definitely stripped something off of here. I don't know what. You can see the old rivet holes of what was there. Yeah. And we got the scrim over here on this side. And then we're walking in now to studios. We can see more has been done on the arch to have it match the concept art that was released during the launch event for Horror Nights. So we'll get a better look at that once we get through the gates of studios. Alright, we're walking into studios now, getting a closer look at the arch decorations. Yep, Jack, Oddfellow, red and purple theme for this year. Apparently the top's even going to be covered in like a tent-like structure. So, be curious to see what it turns out to be. No more props up here in Infernal Carnival Nightmares. Then we're going to turn down Hollywood and head towards Sideshow of Decay. Check on that zone, see what's going on. And real quick, walking into the bathrooms over here, right when you get in the front entrance, there is actually the lights in the ceiling have been turned on for Horror Nights. So we got the red and the purple motif continuing throughout. They'll typically turn the lights whatever color the main theme is every year. So with Jack and Oddfellow being the icons this year, the main color scheme is 32. The main color scheme is red and purple, whereas like in HHN 32 it was more like greens. And last year it was, I believe it was like this bluish color to match the medallion on the arch. So yeah, it's always nice to see them try and match up the colors of the street lights to the theme. Now we're heading into Sideshow of Decay. Alright, so there was a look at Sideshow of Decay. Tons of new details, more so than props added. Like, there were all the little things in there, like the standalone pieces that weren't on, you know, the big stages are new, at least as of the last time I vlogged. And then they've added a ton of details to the stages, new bugs, decaying food, children's toys, circus details, all kinds of stuff there that is gonna it's gonna help bring out the scare zone. That's what I really love about Halloween Horror Nights, is that, yeah, we see all these details during the day, and it's like you're not gonna see them the night of the event, but you know what? I don't think it would look the same without those details in there. It would feel like it's missing something. And that's where Halloween Horror Nights is great, is not only does it change every year, they may reuse some props, which is fine, but there's details everywhere, and even if you don't get to see all of them, they're there, and it's a little, it beefs up the scare zone a little more. Anyway, we're heading into New York. We've got new props, we have new food booths, we have tons of new stuff coming up for Halloween Horror Nights, so let's take a look. Walking in the Fast and Furious queue now. Quick little look and see if we can see anything for Horror Nights. Absolutely nothing. But yeah, we just got done walking through the New York zone there. A lot more done than there was before, new props and stuff on the stage and whatnot, but definitely unfinished. There's a lot of bare area where those where some of those props are at the moment, so they definitely have some more work to do, but it's getting further to being done, which is nice. Alright, so we just came out of Fast and walking into Club Horror. Well, at least they've added stuff to it, theming now. But I mean, we got pumpkins up, we got the sign on the DJ booth, the stupid platforms have decals on them, new light bars up. It was, I mean, I didn't spend much time in here, but from what I saw, this zone was like the dumbest thing ever and completely pointless, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm not happy that it's back. So, as much as there's a lot of, you know, there's some good stuff coming to the event this year, there's also like some stuff coming back that's just like, why is that coming back? That does not need to be here. Anyway, we're gonna head up and check on the tent houses in the back. Alright, so we're walking towards Simpsons Men in Black, and we got 2 more new food booths. There's the name. So we got Meats, and then WSQK The Squawk, which is the Stranger Things radio station from season 5. Okay. Which was, let's be honest, with Robin, the best part of the last season. Anyway, we're gonna head back and check up on the tent houses in the back, Hellraiser, and whatever the other one's gonna be. So, tent houses. So they've got wood framing up here for whatever this house is gonna be. This is where HHN Chains was last year. That house was absolutely fantastic. And then in the back, where Dolls was last year, we can actually see details on it. Blue worn down details. So not sure what's going there yet, but hopefully hopefully BioReconstruct will get a video out there and get some pictures from the other side so we can figure out what that house is going to be. And then of course we got Hellraiser in the back there, and nothing on the other tent house yet. We definitely had a storm. Ooh, look at the clouds. But okay, we're here to take a look at Lost Continent. If I can get the thing in focus. Maybe get below the tree line down here. Yeah, but we can see out there the mostly demoed Poseidon's Fury building. All that's left is this part of the building over here, which should hopefully come down within the next week. Then we're over here at the final element to be installed. The last 2 track pieces up at the top were just installed last night for the what is being called a rollover top hat, first in North America. It looks cool. Now seeing the layout complete, it's very exciting. It's looking a lot better than I had originally thought. I don't know, I like it a lot. I'm looking forward to the ride. This top hat looks awesome, and I had expected them to actually be done by the end of July. They were only done about 2-3 days into August was when they finally finished track work, so not bad. I mean, maybe that was what they projected originally. I predicted they would be done at the end of July, but that, I believe, is partially held up by the fact that they had to do some reconnection work on the flanges connecting the track pieces together. They had some issues, but we can see now capacitors and electrical boxes are mounted into the ground over here. Then yeah, just a tangled mess of track. The 0G stall is interesting because this has a more arcing curvature than the usual stalls from Intamin. Actually, no, this is more profiled like Pantheon stall. Pantheon stall begins to arc low to the ground, rise up almost like an airtime hill would, and then drop down, whereas the Velocicoaster's is more leveled off. So that's interesting. That could be very whippy, very hang time filled element. Hopefully this rollover stall is just, or rollover top hat just looks awesome. But yeah, they've got more catwalk up on the brake run finally. They had catwalk installed at the boost track right underneath right before the giant airtime hill, right over there. So very excited for that. So another point for a rollback possible recovery. I believe this area here, this flat stretch of land leading right under the rollover top hat, is going to be paved in, and we're actually going to...
Yeah, we're going to walk back there to get access to the soundstage houses in the back. Unfortunately, the wind was a little too high and you couldn't hear anything I had just said.
Yeah, a lot of work happening up at this end of the site. Not much really happening down over there. At least that really of note. There is still scaffolding around the one support coming out of the massive overbank turn, which the train's going to launch to ascend into.
Train's going to come out of this element here, up over this little, what I call the pothole, and then continue to...
And then up into the massive overbank almost inversion, drop down, rise up into the stall, and then head into the boost up over the top hat and into the brakes. The rest of the land's going to be backing out of the show scene that's being currently built up by the station, up through the massive wave turn over the stage, leading all the way out here into this turn here, coming around into the twisted hill, then falling around into the mid-course, trimming, dropping down, turning, going over the speed bump out there, into the twisted spike, back down, and then into the back half of the course, as I was talking about before. I don't see the points where they were grinding on before, so it looks like they've gotten all that work done. So hopefully it should be smooth sailing at this point from now on to get this coaster all finished up. But we'll keep you updated. We're going to try and find cover and figure out what's going on with this storm. Alright, just got done looking at fast there. You know, they're getting there. They're still missing one support. I don't know if that was added in later or if it's being kept off for access to that back area, but you know, it's not there. So, and otherwise, track work's done. Hopefully soon they'll start getting everything secured into the ground and we can see testing start. But yeah, Halloween Horror Nights has tons of props out, but still a ton more to go, especially in Fortnite. They put out those first few initial ones and then there's nothing else in there. So hopefully they put more in there. New York needs more details added to its stages. You know, the entry zone needs more work done to that. They have to finish up the tent houses in the back as far as their facades go. They still got a ton of work to do, but it's not like it's going to take them a long time to do it. It's quick stuff. So yeah, Poseidon's Fury coming down fast, and the rest of the land will be hopefully quick demo too, and then they can get rolling on Pokemon or whatever else is coming there. But yeah, not much else to update you on. So with that being said, we'll see you all next time.